All right, hi everybody. I'm going to have one of my filler videos. I'm going to play with the pattern paradox. I am playing with week 4 string number 1, which the string has this. I drew these strings in the car, so it's hard to see them, but the string has this kind of a shape here, and then this kind of a shape here. And I think what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and you know, make my square, fill it in good. And I'm going to use those two shapes, but then I'm going to divide the tile again with those two shapes again, going a different direction. So I want this. It was this. Let me see. It was this and this. So I want this and this, right? Yeah. Oops, I'm over too far. I need to scooch over. Squishy, squishy. Because I want, paradox works best, I think, in a, I mean, it can be done in these strange configurations, but it works best if you have multiple areas. So I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Like that. Let's try that. So I'm going to have some weird shaped areas to try to fill paradox into, and that's okay. I want to play with that. I've done paradox in strange shapes, but not these strange of shapes before. So we're going to give that a go and just see what happens. What the heck? So this is going to be sort of non-standard, and I am not teaching anything. I'm just playing. This is my personal playtime. Actually, I think I'm going to go even bigger. Like that. Okay. So I've used that string as a guide. How to divide up my tile into spaces that are small enough to use paradox in. Oops. I've erased off my, I need to keep that part. Week 4, string 1, paradox. And I'm doing that in pencil so that when I'm done and I take my pictures of these tiles, then I can erase that part. Oops, too close. Okay. And I always go thin to thick when I'm drawing my paradox. And when you're doing an oddball shape, you just follow the shape. It's not any different than anything else. It's just not a standard shape, that's all. My phone's ringing. It's just the dentist office. They're just calling me to remind me about my appointment tomorrow, so I will let that go to voicemail. Oop, I didn't do that line very well, but oh well. And there's the voicemail. Got a friend coming over this afternoon. She's going to drop off her dog. We're going to be babysitting her puppy. Well, she's not really a puppy. She's a couple years old, but we'll be babysitting her dog this weekend. Sweet little dog. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go out and make sure that the backyard is secure. I don't think it is. We have this little fence that needs to be moved. To keep the dog in. It's over by the gate where the lawnmower is. Need to make sure that that's closed. The rest of the yard is good, but that one section, not really dog friendly, but I usually don't leave her out in the backyard by herself either. I usually go out there with her, so should all be good. What I'm doing is deciding whether I want these to be, depending on which direction I do my spiral, this part here either becomes a twist or a fan. I really like the fans. I think I'm going to try to do as many fans as I can, which means that this one has to go this way around my tile. And this is a interesting shape there. It's all the same, just thin to thick. Cool. I love this movement. That's really neat. That one to be a fan. This one's going to make an interesting shape. Let me zoom in on that so you can see. Because that there is one unique shape. We'll see what happens with it. I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm going to follow thin to thick. Thin to thick, thin to thick, thin to thick, and thin to thick. Well, that was interesting. Made a unique sort of shape, didn't it? Okay. So I want that fan shape. I'm aiming for those fan shapes whenever possible. What time is it? Okay, I have 15 minutes. We'll see how much I can get done in 15 minutes. You guys may not see all of this tile. Loving it. I am loving it. Like Marta says on Marry Me Small Art, I am loving it. You'll notice that this shape only has 2 sides. It doesn't have a third or a fourth side, so I'm just going to go around in circles. I'm still going to go thin to thick. And that should still create a fan shape. Important part of paradox is to always start the next line right where you ended the last one. If you move from that spot, then it looks funny. And I have a video somewhere on how to draw paradox that shows you all the different what to do and what not to do. Don't think I'll remember to put the link, because who knows when this will actually air. It may not air for months. So I will probably forget to put the link that goes with it. You'll just have to go to my channel, go to the little search box, type in paradox, and you'll find there's probably more than one video that says paradox on it. Because I know I've done it at least twice. If you're not on my channel when you do the search, you'll get everybody who's done paradox, which might be what you want. But if you're looking for my paradox, you'll have to make sure you're on my channel first before you hit search. Oh, this is really, really interesting. I'm super excited. Like I said, I've done odd shapes, but never this many in one tile. Ooh, my pen got stuck there. Interesting. I don't know if it was the pen or if there was a little fiber on the paper. Okay, I want fans to happen here as best as possible. This way. That's good. I'll get 2 on that. In order to get the fan shape, you have to make sure that you start thin to thick at the base of that fan. That one's already going thin to thick. If I went thin to thick going the other way, it would make a twist, like here. Well, actually, I've been trying really hard to make fans, so for the most part, I have fans. I don't really have the twists. So this is just a filler video. I'm going to start making these so that if for some reason I cannot get to the daily tangle, you guys will still get a video. It just won't be a daily tangle pattern video. It will probably be more like this, where I'm just kind of drawing for myself. Not really instructional. You won't see any step outs. You'll just see me draw. I'll probably, if I'm drawing a particular pattern, I may reference it and tell you what the name of it is. Otherwise, if I'm just drawing for myself, I may not even mention that part. I was completely off camera there, wasn't I? Probably. all into it. See how I'm making those fan shapes? I really like them. They make me happy. Okay, so fan shape. So in order to make this here into a fan shape, I want to keep going with this same line. So I don't want to go thin to thick going this way. That'll make a twist. I want to keep it fan, so I want to start here and go this way and go around the tile this direction. But I always go thin to thick. Some people do it the other way around. They go thick to thin. I can't do that. And if I make one that's a little too fat, I just add a line in the middle. It eventually just kind of heals itself there. You won't notice that it's got an extra line. And these big shapes, I have to turn my tile. Once it gets smaller, I don't have to turn my tile anymore, but it's easier with the big shapes. Turn my tile. That worked. Okay, one more section, and I want the fan going this way, so I want it to, this one I was going around this direction, this one I want to go around this direction. I'm going to start here, this way. Cool. Look at that. That is awesome. I love it. I even have time to do some shading before it's time to leave. How do I want to shade these? Guess I'm just going to do them in their tips. I'll just do the tips today. Sometimes I shade around the outside of some of them, just to really define them, but I think I'm just going to do the tips today, which is where all lines converge. I'm so excited I got almost all fans here. I don't know if I even got any twists. Maybe that would be considered a twist, but it's sort of a fan too. That's sort of a hybrid thing happened right there. I think that's because it was such a weird shape. Okay. Blending. Oop, missed one. I think I might, this one, go in and put black right in the middle where the convergence happened. I don't know. I don't always do that. Matter of fact, I rarely do that, but I feel like it might need it on this particular tile. Forgot to sign it. And yeah, I think I'm going to fill in one of these convergent places. Just a little bit, I think. That. Yeah, okay. All right, I think I'm done. That's my filler, my play on week 4, string 1, paradox, on the go-to pattern play thing. You can either access it at pattern-collections.com or through the group at Tangle It Pattern Club. Both of those places will, you just go to go-to, search for the go-to patterns, and that's where I'm doing this challenge. You guys have a great day. I will see you on the flip side. I don't know when is the next time you will see one of these filler ones. So who knows? I may still be doing paradox. I may be doing something completely different by then. I may not be doing a challenge at all. You never know. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.